Today's story is back in 1968. I was 17, spending the summer working with the Canadian Sunday School Mission, who did camp work for the underprivileged kids. And after we'd finished doing the camp work all summer, Dave Griffin, the leader, said, "Here, you guys interested in help me out? I would like to see if we can do a wilderness camp. Go up into the Rocky Mountains 7 days and see if we could see what it'd be like and just kind of work all the bugs out. So next year we can actually take the campers up there and do a wilderness camp." Hey, I was in for sure. I mean, I love the wilderness. And for me, I just dream of getting up into the Alpine. Almost try to get up there every year. Actually, since my oldest boy was 2 years old, I started a tradition. And one week a year, we'd go hiking into the woods, put the backpacks on and head up, and hopefully up into the Alpine or out to Long Beach, whichever, doing the West Coast Trail or whatever was Bower and Lakes. So we've done this for over 40 years now. We've done these trips, gone out every year. And then of course my second boy came along and he tagged along, and then they got married and we kept it up, and they had kids, and now we go out with the grandkids. We take them along. So an awesome tradition that we're doing. And this year I'm hoping to take one of my younger grandsons on his first trip, heading up to Revelstoke there to the lake, Jade Lake. That's where I love to go first with them. It's I say an easy trail. First time they go, they don't agree with me, but it's a great experience. Back to the story. So we're heading out. We leave Vancouver and we're heading up to a town called Penny, which Penny is between. They were just building the Jasper, or the highway from like Jasper to Prince George at the time. So it was very rough. Like actually, a lot of the area we had to take old logging roads to detour around just to get up to Penny and then work our way up. But just before we got there, we'd just gotten through Clearwater on our way up, and bang, we hit this cow on the road, and it damaged the car enough that we couldn't go forward. So Dave Griffin, head of the Canadian Science Commission, was driving and said, "Hey, we've got a camp. Canadian Science Commission's got a camp back in Clearwater. We'll just go back there. We'll just hitch a ride with somebody, and we'll go back there. It's about 5 miles back, and stay there overnight while they fix the car, as many days as it takes, and then we'll carry on our way." So that's what happened. So we went back at the camp, really nice camp right on the Clearwater River there, and the local pastor, he actually was the camp custodian, and he had an old log house, big old log house, on the property where he lived, and he invited us over for breakfast. Well, now he had 2 teenage daughters, and of course you had us four teenage boys and the two teenage girls, daughters of the pastor. Made a very interesting breakfast anyway. So the flirting and joking and stuff that was going on there was a lot of fun. So the interesting thing about this whole thing is, though, is that I hadn't been really paying attention to what all had happened. Of course, God stopped us in our tracks, basically. And what we need to learn is when God stops you in your tracks is to pay attention, look around and see what's happening. Because one of these girls' names was Sharon, and the other one's name was Gwen. Now, if you know me, you know I ended up marrying Gwen, that same Gwen. We met at camp, Pender Bay Bible Camp with Canadian Science Commission the summer after, and we ended up getting married, and we were married for 40 years. So, amazing things. We had hit this cow, but there's the camp available for us, and at the camp, unbeknownst to me, was my wife-to-be. And God, I'm sure God was sitting up in heaven there just laughing his head off, going like, "If you only knew." Not for now.